James. I guess talk about just the game plan for last game. We haven't talked to you about it. I mean, came in just pounding the ball. What did you see that made you realize that was going to be good against Virginia Tech team that usually just stops the run pretty well?
Yeah, they do a great job with the run. I think we got a good look at us last year against them and kind of saw almost how they attacked us last year. And I thought the assistant coaches, we all did a great job, with that plan of attack, and then going into the game, and then the players came out there and just executed it, which is the other half. All credit to those guys. They worked really hard at it. I knew it was going to be a good week when they showed up on that Monday practice, and they were dialed in. They had read their notes through the emails and watched video, so they showed up to practice well prepared for that. The players.
James, I'm sure Coach is going to address this at some point, but we've heard that Eric Flowers is hurt. He's probably not going to play this week, maybe not the rest of the season. Just what that means to the offensive line. I know you started, I think, 17 games in a row at left tackle. How do you guys adjust? What do you do?
Well, we do. We'll see how that comes about, how that turns out. But we'll do it like we've done all year. The next guy up mentality. Everybody takes reps in practice. We try to get everybody ready to play in every game. We got a 10-man rotation we got going in versus towards every game. And the next guy's got to come up and step up and make the play. Right now they're battling for it, and we'll see how that comes about.
Just what the loss means, because he's been so consistent, so good for you guys.
He's such a good player. And he's so smart, and it means a lot to him. Just him not being a part of it from a person is huge. People make a big difference. Sometimes we talk about talent, we see the great athleticism, but sometimes we forget about the person.
Right.
And outside of the talent, he's a great person, and that's just that'll be a miss if it does end up happening the way it ends up happening.
John Feliciano move over to left tackle. I mean, he's your most experienced guy. Is that the natural move?
That's a natural move. Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess Darling, is he the right tackle now?
Darling's got some good reps at right tackle. Sonny's got a lot of good reps at right tackle. We expect those guys to really mature fast, and they have. They did a good job today.
Hey, James, we've talked a lot about Brad, and his kind of responsibility, putting more on him each week. How much? Can you kind of just elaborate on how much responsibility he did have in that last game? Yeah.
Well, we had a couple passes that he had he had a menu to choose from in that game, depending on the coverage. And then he had the ability to exit out of the pass game and get into the run, which he did the first several plays. And then when we started getting into the run game, we started saying that it was going to be a game where we can use a run, and then he had the choice to go from run to run, and then if he had a bad count in the box, that he can go into a pass, and he did that all night long. I kept telling him on the sideline, and he's not really a stat guy, so if don't think you're gonna make him feel good by talking about stats, because he doesn't care about it. But he I told him multiple times in the sideline, I said, hey, you're making great decisions out there, and people don't know this, but you're really getting into some good run looks, because he was checking several times, and when he did throw the ball, he did a good job with it, whether it was throwing it away or was hitting Duke for a touchdown right before the half. So, but and it means a lot to him. So, he's really bought into being the all-around quarterback, and that's where we're at right now with him.
So the first seven runs that you guys had, that was pretty much him, or was that kind of combination?
When
you guys came out all run for the first 7 plays?
First three,
okay.
and then he checked out of the passes, and then we gave him run to pass options, so he could check either way, which way we designed the run game into the pass, and really got us going all night long that way, and he checked a couple passes when they gave him a favorable look in the